He's already figuring out, he's already making up a story. He's already trying to cover his tracks on why he's going to test positive. Oh my, what is this? He looks exactly like Milo. Dyed hair, wearing no shirt with a cross on.
This is why I reach out to young guys. It's not to molest them, regardless of the media says.
Why is he saying this? Why are you saying this, Elijah? Why are you saying this?
Elijah, how do you justify saying that women are nothing but holes and whores, but you have 2 female lawyers? How does that work?
No comment.
It's crazy on 2025 to pull bitches. You literally have to be like a millionaire, 6'7", to go after tall, rich, famous men. And what do we get? The women, they're just whores. They can't even cook a hot pocket. And what do we get? The women, they're just whores. They can't even cook a hot pocket. And what do we get? It's like, and that's why once you have sex with them, once you come to your senses, right? So it's like you have that post ejaculate clarity.
Dude, this is so cringe,
online
bro.
these days. But like, because you realize, like, after you nut, you're just a bunch of holes.
3, right? Actually, 3 female lawyers. It's kind of wild.
That's kind of wild. Oh, Elijah.
What? So he's the twink. You're the bear. What's your name?
Sure. Sure, I'm Bear Groiper, yep. This was the guy in the video where he was at the, was it CPAC? He came running up to him. The dude was like, bro, look what you're wearing. And he turns to him, and this guy's wearing like the baggiest, most unfitting suit of all time. And it just like, it was just so funny.
Look, it's not even fit. No, it's not fitting. You're all baggy and shit.
Dude, it does not fit at all, man. And people are even speculating that he dyed his hair for the drug test. Because apparently, if you look it up, dyeing your hair can affect hair drug tests, potentially lowering drug concentrations by 40 to 60%. So that's an interesting bit of speculation there. That's why he did this, because everybody was wondering what the hell's going on with this hair dye going on here. And on a live stream yesterday, Elijah Schaefer displayed a stab wound and said he will test positive for opiates because he was prescribed pain medication. He's already figuring out, he's already making up a story. He's already trying to cover his tracks on why he's going to test positive. Listen, guys, I stabbed myself. I stabbed myself with a pen. I have to take my opiates. That's what's going on. He's trying to cover up his tracks on multiple levels, dyeing the hair, reducing the effect of a drug test, then also at the same time creating this cover story of, listen, the reason why I have opiates in my system is because I stabbed myself.
Working at
ninja shoes.
They take up the so I have a stab wound in my hand right here. I don't know if we can see that. Yeah, I have a stab wound. So yes, I'm gonna take a drug test soon, and it's gonna show up for opiates because I was prescribed pain medication for that, and that's totally fine. A drug test to have prescription medication in your system, but I was thinking about this. I have to use machines right now at the gym. I'm back at the gym. I'm back on TRT. As everyone should be over 30.
He just admits it. He just says, listen, I'm going to fail this drug test. I'm going to fail the drug test. And listen, guys, work's been kind of stressful. So I've been going a little schizo lately. So I'll probably fail the psych eval as well, but that's okay. We're still winning. I will have my kids. I will get full custody of my kids. My wife is going to be forced to move to the US. Okay. All right, man. Why did I get the thought he stabbed himself just to have access to the pain meds? Oh my, what is this? Did he stab himself? Does this look like a man who would stab himself? Elijah, what are you doing, bro? He's like literally turning into Milo in front of our eyes. He's becoming the Orthodox Milo. Come on, bro. He's not even Orthodox. What the hell is going on here? What is he wearing? He looks exactly like Milo. Dyed hair, wearing no shirt with a cross on. He's going full schizo, bro. His schizophrenia is getting the best of him. Here we go. We have some lore, some Elijah lore, and why he talks that way. Everybody always thought he was a flamer, but apparently there's another reason. And this is, you know, it's not like we're digging through his, this is him just saying it on his stream. He's just admitting it. People are clipping it. Okay, dude.
The reason why I went to school, so I was homeschooled. I was considered heavily autistic gifted as a child, so I was homeschooled. I was not allowed to go to school because I was inaudible, uncommunicative.
Pick a lane, dude. Are you autistic or are you schizophrenic? You can't be both. Nobody can be both. Impossible.
education because he was special.
So I was till sixth grade. I was homeschooled because I was retarded, and I could not.
Why would you say that?
I mentioned this. Could not.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that on stream? What the fuck?
Breathe while chewing and could not breathe while speaking. And you watch videos from me as a kid, and I would do this week, and I would breathe in like home videos. I couldn't talk. I couldn't breathe. I didn't know how to breathe while talking. So that's a true. That's genuinely like. We had retarded kids. In the 90s, we were retarded.
The speech pathology.
So he's like literally the trope of you can't chew bubblegum and walk at the same time. Elijah can't breathe and speak at the same. He doesn't know how to talk. He can't talk normally. Holy shit, dude.
It did work.
It worked very well.
Very effectively. And that's why Mindy Lavis, who is one of my good friends,
shout out to Mindy,
who's a speech pathologist, my best friend until I was 27 years old, was a female who's a speech pathologist who helped me as my friend and helped me through life. And I love her very much, and she helped me to Christianity. So she's very, very nice for that.
Nice.
And I thank her for
Well,
that.
that's good.
Not a sexual, not a weird relationship. She's just a nice Mexican girl who was professional, who helped me, and we were good friends. And she really helped me through life. But that aside is Dean Ortner. Dude, he was so base. So he had this gifted program in LA, and that's how I came into it. It was expensive. I think at the time it was about $5,800 or $6,000 a year for the program. This is back in 2005, maybe 7, somewhere around there. And my mom couldn't homeschool me anymore because I finished my programs in like a month or 3 months. I finished my whole programs. We'd be done, and she just didn't know what to do with me.
He was a whiz kid, George.
Well, she didn't know what to do. She didn't know. This is actually true. Yeah. So she didn't know what to do.
I did that shit too.
Dean Ortner is retiring from.
I was homeschooled too for a while, and they would give you all the work all at once, and you could kind of like set your own schedule on when you could do it. And I just wouldn't do any of that shit until the end of the year, and then it would bust all out in like a month, and I'd be like, okay, I'm done.
Teaching at universities, and he's starting this program in LA for gifted kids.
Listen, hey, we all have our problems, whether it's speech or whether it's whatever, right? When we're growing up, I get that. We get better. But why is he telling us this on stream? It's a little much there, dude. I don't know why you're being this disparaging about yourself.
According to these retards, I'm slightly like
also just his persona being this kind of like aggressive, kind of attacking other people, kind of being bombastic and just no holds barred. And I having that persona and then trying to couple it with these disparaging remarks about your childhood. It's like, dude, you're going to get fucking reamed on the TL. What are you doing? Who's his manager? Somebody needs to stop him from doing this shit. And wearing a suit jacket with no shirt underneath with an Orthodox cross on it. It's so degenerate, dude. What the hell? It's just another way to victimize himself. That's probably true. Or is he trying to gain sympathies? Is that what he's trying to do? He's trying to look human. Guys, I'm normal just like you. I had speech problems growing up.
According to these retards, I'm slightly like savant or something they say. Like, slightly.
You're smart, bro.
Slightly.
So smart, bro.
Aprogenic, or like I learn by images, so like I don't have an internal monologue and I just like read things and memorize it.
Photographic
so I don't like
memory.
Yeah,
and
photographic
great
memory.
Spatial awareness as well. Spatial awareness on your IQ, I think it'd score off the charts.
No, I think I might be mentally ill.
The glaze.
For sure.
Jokingly. No, but like jokingly. No, but like that's what's funny is like
that way he did that was like, no. That seems slurring a little bit.
What was Dr. Dean Ortner doing mentoring 7th graders?
Yeah.
What does this make sense? You know what he said? That's when he got into science. And he said that science is best attributed. This is why I reach out to young guys. It's not to molest them, regardless of the media says.
Why is he saying this? Why are you saying this, Elijah? Why are you saying this? Why does he throw this out here? Oh my God. He must be on drugs or something.
Guys, it's not to molest them, regardless of the media says I'm trying to molest young boys.
Blue,
the truth is
away.
why I reach out to young men, not even young boys, just young men, is because
the twinks, we understand, we
Dr.
know,
Dean
we
Ortner
know.
taught me
We're very aware.
way to change the world is to find disenfranchised young men.
Yep.
Now we call autists, but
you need a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah.
as
They
well.
call
them groypers.
now we call them groypers. But you find disenfranchised young
Real.
men. He taught me this. who are lost in the world, are hated by the women around them, feel like they can't communicate with the men above them, and they feel isolated in the group, and they feel like they have the brain power to change the world, and you tell them they do. That's what he said. Tell them they do. So you do have the power to change the world. Actually, you do. You're retarded and you do. Because the world was changed by very savant, very strange men that have always changed the world. And so he came out and he just...
And that's what happened to you?
Changed my mind. And that changed me. I thought, like, my brother used to beat the shit out of me. My sister was mean to me. I couldn't get any work done at home. And I joined this program and I found out that there was other people like me. There was other weird people who could change the world. That's all.
In the special ed class,
one individual that if you are shopping around looking for a mentor,
I don't know, dude. There's something about, and Steve Bannon also said this. It's like the preying on. They don't use the word preying, but I'm using it because that's what some of it feels like. Where they go after these, they say disenfranchised young men who feel like they have nothing to lose and they have nothing going on, and you tell them, you whisper in their ear that they can do it. You are enough. And then you corral them to be political activists. Is that what we're doing? Doesn't that seem a little, again, culty? Doesn't it seem a little culty? It seems a little like you're preying on weak people. People who got shit going on and they have a sense of self and they have a sense of identity and they're strong and confident with who they are. Those people are hard to convince of things. But people who don't have a sense of identity, they feel as though they're in despair. They have nothing, nobody, no friends, those are the perfect people to prey on. Those are the perfect people that you can corral into your movement to be foot soldiers. And like, I understand what he's saying. You have a teacher who tells you, no, you can do it. I believe in you. Listen, that's great. You should have that. You should have an older male figure in your life who can tell you that, whether it's your father or your priest or whoever. Like, that's good. You should have that. But it just feels weird, especially given the, again, accusations that he brought up, and the kind of activist spirit, warrior spirit that has been kind of thrust upon these young men at such a young age. It feels like you're taking advantage of people. That's what it feels like. I feel like this is obvious. You prey on people who feel like they have nothing, they have nowhere to turn, and you give them a crumb of what they want, and then they're yours. Then they're attached to you forever. Please, validation, please. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. But really, it's like, wait, is that actually helping you in life? Is that actually a value to you? Is that actually giving you a virtuous identity? No, it's not. It's turning you into an activist, turning you into a slave. Or it's turning you into a complete degen, train wreck, crash out like Elijah. I mean, really, are we supposed to model ourselves after Elijah? I'm sorry, dude. Listen, Elijah, I'm sorry, man. But you got to get your shit together. If you want to be an actual role model, you have to actually be a role model. You have to actually be somebody that people can reflect off of and go, yeah, you know what? That's a person who I want to model myself after. Not just talking about it, but it's actually living it. This is the problem with today. And this is the problem with streamers. This is the problem with the mimetic effect, is that we have all these people who, especially young people, young men, are mirroring, and they're saying, I want to be just like them because they have women and they have things that I don't have that I'm desperate to have. So then they embody that archetype of person. But then you find out that this person, whether they're funded by Peter Thiel or a billionaire, whether they just got lucky, whether they're actually degenerate losers, you don't know anything about these people, and these people don't know you, and they don't have your best interest in mind. They don't care about you. Who the fuck are you? You're just some bum. You're just a viewer. And they embody that archetype, they embody that person, and then they go out into the world, and then they're basically a copy of that person. They're basically multiplying. I am Hassan 2.0, going out into the world and embodying his views. Because I desperately need an identity, and I desperately want what he has. So I'm going to go out there and try and live like him. I'm going to try and live like Nick Fuentes. I'm going to be a Grover. I'm going to try and live like Elijah, although I don't think there's that many people who are doing that. That's the general train of thought I'm on. Influencers, exactly. It's in the name. I'm influencing. Who are they influencing? They're influencing you, you idiot. People like to ask, where did all the cults go? We had so many cults in the 70s and 80s. Where did the cults go? The cults are right in front of you. The cults are the streamers. They've created all their own cults in their own echo chambers. That's what this is. And again, I think this plays into what we were talking about last stream, how nobody debates anymore. Nobody lays their ideas to bear and goes toe-to-toe with people in real time to see who's got a better position, to suss out a better position. specifically in politics, philosophy, and religion, these types of things. Nobody really does this shit anymore. Everybody's just sitting there talking, reflecting, going back and forth with their audience, generating this feedback loop, creating more, multiplying themselves because they don't want to have to be challenged with their ideas. They just want to spout their bullshit off, their propaganda, have their cult followers pay them, give them money, and go out there and push their ideas. Regardless of how true they are, regardless of how wise they are, regardless of how much virtue it's actually putting out into the world or how much virtue the person who's following it actually embodies. Fuck that. Who cares about any of that shit?